Hello everyone. Good afternoon. It is Michelle Litwiller with Owl Star Stampers. It is Tuesday, July 22nd, and I'm here live for our day 2 of our Christmas craft along. So I will be live every day this week. Tomorrow I will be live at 8 p.m. I had planned to go live at noon, but then something came up. So I will be live tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern time and then noon the rest of the week. So 12 different Christmas cards and projects to go live with you, and several of you got the kit, so you can craft along with us if you would like. All right, so we'll get started in just a second on our day 2 projects. So I hope everyone's having a good day, and just moving a few things along. Let me know you're here. Say hi. Give me a comment and a thumbs up and a share. All the good things. Hello, Ruby. Okay, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can follow me over on Facebook as well. And you can put a 1 if you're watching live and a 2 for the replay. Hello, Sharon and Christy and Donna, Joy. All right, so yes, please subscribe if you haven't already. Actually hit the subscribe button and the bell because that really helps me out. And then if you aren't on my email list, you can join there. That's where you're gonna find out all my events, my classes, specials, and free tutorials. So sign up there if you haven't already. Okay, and then the tutorial. If you didn't buy a kit for our Christmas in July, look, it's like kind of like a book. You can purchase it for $25. You can also get it free with a $50 order this week. Just a little heads up, yesterday I went live and then I had a doctor's appointment, and Stampin' Up announced free shipping tomorrow through Friday with every $75 order. So if you, again, I didn't know this was coming. So if you do want to wait and order tomorrow, at least $75, you're going to get this tutorial for free for all 12 of these projects as well. So the tutorial is $25. You can join my tutorial site for only $24.99 and get everything to do in the whole month. Which is an incredible deal because, like I said, one tutorial could be just that amount alone. And there's where you can go if you want to shop any of these projects. Products. If you want any of these Stampin' Up products, you can go there. And I appreciate you guys shopping with me as your demonstrator. Jennifer said she watched the replay from yesterday and she loved the treat box. I'm so glad. So yeah, yesterday we did this adorable treat box. It opens up. It's so cute. And then we did a fun card right here. So those were yesterday's projects for day 1. Let me show you what you guys got in your kit. Just so if you missed this one or if you want to replay, please email me if you want a kit. I mean, it was $84. It came with a ton of product. If I get enough people, I will order more and I could send them out. Probably it takes me about a week to get all the stuff, but just let me know. So everyone got a packet like this. It has 24 sheets of cardstock. It also had 2 half packs of designer series paper, one of the Need for Tweed and one of the Countryside Country Woods. So we're using those. You got a packet of extra die cuts, and then you got, let me show you this fun little package here, which these were in there. I stole them. You are going to get these, we're going to be using the low profile sparkle dots. These were $9.50. We got a cute little tag, a little bin, little craft bin, some twine, the Mossy Meadow ribbon, and some Christmas necklaces and candy because we're doing Christmas in July, and I was going to put my necklace on and I forgot it in the other room. We have some people painting here today right outside my door, so I didn't have time to go get it. So you're going to use these products to cut and craft along with us. And so if, again, we're featuring the Jolly Holly bundle and then also the Jar of Joy stamp set along with the punch. So those are the products that we're doing. So if you want to craft along, I do encourage you to kind of prep before the video. So I did that today, so hopefully that will help everything go smooth. I just dropped my dimensionals. So yeah, the Holly Jolly Bundle has this amazing embossing folder, so we used that yesterday. We're going to be using that a lot, so that's really fun too. It also has the dies as well as the embossing folder. All right, Christy said, I'm so excited to see what the projects are today. Donna Joy said, I'm thinking that I'm going to make their treat box for grandchildren for Halloween. Yes, it would make, that's what the great thing is, these projects you can turn in to, you can make this for a birthday, for Halloween, for Easter, for obviously Christmas. So any way you can alter them, it will be great. Hi, Barb and Lisa. Okay, let's get started on today's project. How come this thing never, I have to unplug it. It won't just like pop up my webcam. It always has to be difficult. Let's see if it'll pop up now. All right, so we're following along the tutorial. Yesterday we did the first project and the second project. So today we're doing the third and fourth, just along the line of the tutorial. It's still not popping up. All right, let me see what we have going on here. I'm just gotta love technology. There we go. Now it finally popped up. Okay, so we're gonna be making the card first, and then we have a cute little box today. So let's get started. Okay, you can see I got my ribbons here, my block, and my silicone mat. All right, so we're gonna make our card first. So here's some of the pieces. So the first thing is we need Misty Moonlight cardstock. And again, I prepped mine already. Please share and put a 1 if you're watching live. And 2 if the replay. Okay, so our Misty Moonlight, and it's going to be scored at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. So we're going to give this a good crease. And then we're going to fold the front back. So kind of like yesterday, but like instead of going the long way, we're going the short way now. So there, this is going to be our card base. Then we need some designer series paper. And so we have this piece, which is 4 by 5 1/4, and we have this piece that's 2 by 5 3/8, and then a little strip here. So we have that, and then we also have this white piece. So this is 6 by 4 1/2, and we're just gonna fold that in half. So okay, for this card, you're also gonna get out your little in your little packet with your die cuts, and you're going to need the rectangle. Oh, I brought mine, but where did I put it? Where did I put? Oh, it's right here. So you're going to need your rectangle from the textured notes. And then also on our next project, you're gonna need this rectangle die cut from the dies. So, but we're not using that there. So you're gonna grab your rectangle from your notes. Okay, you're also gonna need some scrap white for stamping and some of the other embellishments. Okay, so we folded this. Then we're going to add this piece into the inside. So let's go ahead and do that. Hi, Susan. Hi, Betty and Bev. Okay, so this goes right in here like so. Then we're gonna take the Country Woods paper, and this is going to go on the outside flap. Now this has a tiny, tiny little edge, so I am gonna use my liquid glue. And several people didn't know you could use the fat end of the Tombow glue, and I like that just because it spreads it more evenly for me. So I like to use that. So I'm going to put this on here, and then I can wiggle it around because it is a pretty tight little edge. Okay, so again, and yours can go the horizontally or vertically. I just had a scrap this size, so mine's gonna go this way. The grain of your, you know, wood and stuff. So there we go, we have that on there. So here's where we're at so far. Okay, then we're gonna stamp the jar in Memento ink. Stamp the jar Memento ink on basic white cardstock and the sprig twice on basic white cardstock. So let's get us, oh my gosh, I just got somehow ink on there. Good thing I brought another rectangle. I don't even know where, oh, it came from my tape runner. I was like, where did that ink? I was working on a Halloween little pillow gift. And also my retreat, we sold about 10 more, so there's a few more, there's more retreats, summer retreats available, but get it while you can before it sells out. I was working on some Halloween stuff early this morning, so I'm gonna put that aside because maybe that will be covered up for later. Okay, we're gonna do some stamping here. Okay, so we have our mat. We have this. We're gonna stamp our jar, and we're gonna be doing the snowman. So I'm gonna get the jar. I'm gonna get the snowman. He's gonna have a scarf. We're also going to use the little snowflakes. And then in the other stamp set, we're gonna stamp Merry Christmas and then the two little sprigs. So those are the pieces we need. First, we just need the Memento Black, which I made a foam pad. Hello, hello. Okay, so let's do this. Put our jar, whoops. Come on. Okay, here's our jar. We're gonna stamp down here. Then we're gonna do our snowman. Cute little snowman. Isn't this set so cute? And there's another stamp set that coordinates with the punch. I used it in my card club last month. And so it's so cute. We're gonna put the snowman down here. And then now we're gonna do his scarf in the Misty Moonlight. So we're gonna be using Misty Moonlight and Cherry Cobbler as well. So we have, I could have grabbed a smaller block. Okay, hopefully my head doesn't get in the way as this fills in his scarf and his cute little hat. Okay, it did a pretty good job. Then we're gonna add some little snowflakes in this jar with him or her. Okay, just like that. We're going to take, you can use a pumpkin pie or a peach pie, orange blend for the nose. This is a peach pie. So any orange that you have. And I always like to take my pool party and just follow along the edge of the snow. I did this yesterday. just to make it look like it is colored in. You can take your Wink Estella too. All right, now, before we move on, we're gonna stamp 2 of these little sprigs in the memento as well. So you're gonna want 2 of those. And you can color them in with Old Olive. I actually colored mine in with Light Mossy Meadow and Old Olive. So I'll show you how I did it. Kathy said, what's the NBR for? I don't know what NBR means. So I just took my Mossy Meadow and kind of went like this. And then I just took my light Old Olive and filled it in the rest of the way. Okay. And there's your little sprigs. Now, I fussy cut the sprig because I didn't even look in the Jolly Holly dies to see that there is a die that cuts them out, because I already did that to try to save time, but I just fussy cut them out. So you don't have to do that if you have the dies, which hopefully you do if you have the stamp set. There's a cute little thing that will cut those out. Balmy Blue works great too, Susan. Yes, absolutely. So cut those out first, and then we're gonna punch out our snowman little globe thingy right here. So I'm gonna slide this in just like this, punch that out, and then we're gonna do the lid in Misty Moonlight, just the lid only. So I think we're done with this. I'm gonna close it. I think we're done with this. We're gonna need cherry cobbler next. So I'm gonna bring this in. This is gonna go something like this. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, it's a 1 if you're watching live and a 2 if you're watching the replay. Then I just can see for the comments. So yeah, if I miss a comment, that's what that is. Okay, so then our Misty Moonlight, I have a little scrap here. We're gonna punch out the lid, and let's do our stamping Merry Christmas. It's just for a way to get more engagement on your profile. So that's why I ask it. So then it will hopefully show up for more people to see and follow me and subscribe and all the things that will help me out to do these free videos for everyone. So that's why we do the 1 and the 2. So 2 is for a replay and 1 is for live. We are currently live. Okay, so because I haven't used the Merry and the Christmas, I showed this yesterday and my friend Lori was like, I learned that from you. I have never used these, so you can kind of wipe them off. And then I'm going to stamp them in my Versamark so that they're kind of conditioned. So that's just a little tip I do. You can also do that too to prevent some staining. So I'm going to stamp my Christmas first, and then the Merry above. So this is cherry cobbler. And then, thank you, Mario. Thank you. Okay, and then we're going to do our Merry right above it. Okay, this is a very pretty font. So, I'm glad they inspire you. That makes me happy. Okay, so we're going to take this off. We're done with, I think, all the stamping. Yeah, I think we're done with our stamping. And you can tell I've been loving this set because it is getting a little stained up, which is good. That's how you know a stamp set is good. I always say that because, yeah. And I probably should have cut those out because I fussy cut them and I didn't do the greatest job. Well, they're not terrible, but they would have been a lot neater had I used the dies if I paid attention that there were dies. Okay, let's bring in our other pieces here to assemble our card. All right, so we did our stamping, color the nose with pumpkin pie, well, any orange will work, stamp the snow, color the sprigs, cut out with a die. We did the lid, we stamped the sentiment. Okay, so now we're going to just, I was wondering if this was attached with dimensionals or not. This little country woods. I guess it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna put the jar on the lid and then we'll attach the jar and then do that little piece under. Hi from Germany. Claudia, thank you for joining us. And hola, amiga. All right, so we attached our jar. Isn't that so cute? And you guys, I am gonna take my favorite Wink Stella and just, I didn't do this yesterday, but you can color in your snowman for a little sparkle and go along. I love Wink Stella. Okay. So let's take our dimensionals and add our snowman down. And I did clean off my desk, and so I have all kinds of dimensionals. But don't worry, I'm sure I'll be like, hey, where are my dimensionals? Where are they? Where did they go? So we're gonna add a couple here. And okay, then we're gonna put, I'm gonna put the one sprig is gonna come out this way, and then the other one is gonna come out like this way. So I'm attaching my little sprigs to the top, and now I'm gonna put another dimensional and then put this down. So this is gonna go up here near the top, and then this is gonna go, I guess, just flat. I'm gonna put mine flat. You can pop it up if you want. All right, so we're gonna do this across here. This is so cute. All right, now, okay, we're gonna put this piece to the center of our card. So let's go ahead and do that. So that's gonna come right here. So see, it opens this way. We're gonna put this right here, like so. Oh, it says to put that down with dimensionals. Well, I didn't. I put mine down flat. I'm gonna put this one on with dimensionals. So you can put both of them on dimensionals if you want. I just put mine down flat. Okay, here we go. Because I probably will want to send this one. Take your dimensionals off. This is gonna go right on here. It's gonna layer. And then we're going to add some dots and ribbon. So for this card, we're going to tie the ribbon down this flap with that Mossy Meadow and gold ribbon. So we're going to take this over here and tie a bow and then add some dots. I feel like it's backwards for me. It feels very, how can I do this? Feels like I'm like doing it left-handed or something. Maybe this way? I don't know why it's so weird. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna tie my ribbon, tie my bow, and then this ribbon ties very nice, and it's I like it. It's very pretty and festive too. All right, so here we go. We're gonna trim these ends. And then if it twists, you can just kind of do that. Kind of make it go the way you want it. We're gonna put it like so. Put it on the more of the edge over here. Just slide it over. Then this goes like, I guess it needs to go up a little bit more. There we go. Okay, now we need some dots, some of those low profile sparkle dots. And we're gonna take some of these blue ones. Where's my take your pick tool? And we're going to put some of them on here. I'm gonna put one here, one up here, one over here, here, and here. There is card number 1. What do you guys think? It opens this way like that. Super cute card with that little snowman. So that's our first card for day 2. Now we're gonna do a fun box, like a little gift box. Let me know what you think of that one though. All right. All right, then we have, so our tutorial has like supplies, and then it has measurements, like a cutting guide, templates, and then step-by-step directions. So there is, it's a really cool tutorial. Okay, so our next thing we're gonna need from the Jolly Holly bundle, the this square cut out in cherry cobbler, so you'll need to do that. And then you're gonna want your Need for Tweed designer series paper, the 2 measurements that they have there, and then we're gonna have Old Olive that's 7 by 7. So I will cut this with you. I did practice it ahead of time and got a box, but we're gonna cut a piece of Old Olive that is 7 inches. So you will have a big chunk of scrap to use. Save this for something. 7 by 7. All right, now it doesn't matter because it's a complete square. On one side, we're gonna score it at 1 inch. Now I like to use my 1 inch, small, anything basically 1 inch or smaller, I like to use on the right side of the paper trimmer. So we're going to go over there to the 1 inch, and we're gonna score, and then we'll flip it around. So there's 1 inch, and now we're going to flip it, and we're going to score at 2, 4, and 5. So there's our 2 inch, 2, 4, and 5. Okay. Then we're going to flip it the other way, and we're going to score it at 1 and 6. So again, I'm going to do my 1 inch off to the right. So 1 inch, and then go this way to the 6 inch. So there's my 1, and now I'm going to do 6. Oh, you like that Need for Tweed, Kathy? It's really pretty. I'm glad you like that card. Okay, so there's all of our score marks for this cute little box. Now you're going to take your paper trimmer, or your bone folder, now that you've done that with your paper trimmer or your scoreboard, and give all these lines a very good crease. And then we're going to cut it out just like the template in the tutorial. So just like this and just like this. Hopefully there was like 12 or 14 of you that were missing your kit. Hopefully I heard from several of you that it did come yesterday. I'm so sorry the post office was delayed. Okay, this is going to come around. This is going to be kind of our box. We need to trim it out. So on the skinny 1 inch, we're going to cut out these right here. And be careful, like these snips are so sharp. I cut myself yesterday. I did take off the thing off my finger because it was hard to craft with. But it happened not that soon before my video. And those of you that don't know, I'm on blood thinner. So it just, even the smallest little cut bleeds a lot. So this is our front flap. Now we're going to take a piece out of there. We're going to come up here. And we're going to just take a little piece out of here. And then we're going to come to this side. And then we're going to take a little piece here. And then here, cut, and take a little sliver out. So that is the one side. Now we're going to repeat it over here. So same thing. Cut up and a little sliver. Cut up and a little sliver out of the skinny. I'm taking the sliver out of the little 1 inch skinny sides here, and there we go. So that is what, this is what it looks like. And again, if you missed it at the start, you can get this free tutorial. You can get the tutorial for all of these projects for free if you place a $50 order. But starting tomorrow, Stampin' Up! Announced yesterday afternoon free shipping on $75 orders. So you'll also, anyway, you'll get that. You can purchase it for $25. It's in my tutorial store as well. So then these, we're just going to create this cute box like this. Do you guys see how it's going to come together? So I'm going to put glue on these tabs and attach it, and then those tabs, I think. So I'm just going to use my seal, but tear and tape, the Tombow liquid glue works really well for boxes because you don't want them to fall apart. So we're going to just pull this up and stick and stick. And then these ones right here are going to go here. Apparently it's supposed to be really hot tomorrow. I just got a notification on my watch that practice for my kids just got moved up an hour due to the heat. So, okay, so I have the glue on these tabs, and now this is gonna go up, and you see it just lines up so nice. And then here we're gonna come up, and that is gonna line up. So there is our cute little box. These little flaps go in, and that's gonna go down like that. So we're gonna attach our paper, and then we'll do our stamping. So I probably should use my liquid glue again. Okay, got it on there. Isn't this paper so pretty? It looks like a knitted sweater or something. which it's too hot here to wear a knitted sweater. Maybe not in air conditioning, but it's hot when you walk outside. So there's that piece. And then this piece is gonna go on the flap. So yeah, this box, you could make it for any holiday season. Just change out your paper, your designer series paper, your stamped images, and you have something so cute. Okay, then we're gonna put this here. I'm making sure my patterns kind of line up. They're going the same way. You could mix and match your patterns though too. Okay, so there's that. Now we are gonna, just because may as well just tie our bow, and then we're going to stamp and decorate. So I think I'm gonna tie my bow. Maybe I should let it dry. All right, we'll do that. Okay. Well, let's just do it. It's right here in front of me. Okay, we're gonna tie the ribbon. I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna tie this ribbon, and it's gonna have a cute little bow on the top. So I'm just wrapping it around, tying it. Again, this ribbon is really pretty. It's Mossy Meadow, but it looks really good with the old olive too. And just because it has that gold in it, it's just so pretty. Okay, we're gonna trim this. Yay, Lori got hers yesterday afternoon. Okay, so there's our ribbon now. Okay, now we're gonna take this. We're gonna do some heat embossing. We're going to be using the Jar of Joy and stamping Wishing You the Sweetest Christmas in white powder. Now, if you, you can make your rectangle whatever. This again is from the Jolly Holly. The die is from the Jolly Holly. Okay, we are going to, I don't know where my little powdery thing is that you're supposed to put over, so I'm just gonna rub it on my pants. It gets off static and fingerprints and all of that. We're gonna stamp it to the right side, and then we're gonna put some white embossing powder over it and use our heat tool. Northern California is cool today. Wow. Okay, put your little powder, tap off the extra, and then you see why you use that little tool. Then I do have my heat tool right here, so I'm going to heat it. Okay, so now we have this beautiful, shiny, bright white sentiment, and we're gonna do our jar. So this one, we're gonna be using Versamark Memento Black Pecan Pie stamp pad. So we have the pecan pie, we have the cherry cobbler, and we're gonna use some blend. So let me grab my little scrap paper here. And we're going to, okay, so we're just going to stamp off. So that is easy enough to do. So let's do our jar first. In the Memento. 14 degrees below the average. It feels good. I bet it can be hot. We've had a very hot summer here in Michigan. Okay, we're gonna do gingerbread men on this. I'm just moving, my stamps are kind of all stuck together and I'm gonna need them again. So here's our jar. Here's our little gingerbread cookie man. And I think we're gonna do the lid right there. So let's do this. Okay. Black memento there. Then we're going to stamp the main image, like the more solid image of the gingerbread men cookies and the pecan pie. And we're gonna do, it just lines kind of right up in that jar like that. And then we're gonna do the detailed one. We're gonna stamp it off once in the same color ink. So I'll just show you right on my paper. I'm gonna stamp it off once, and then it just goes right over. You can line up his like little bow tie and buttons, and that just makes it a little bit lighter there. Then we do need the lid, the little lid here. I'm just gonna stamp it in memento, kind of right here. We're gonna color that in with cherry cobbler, I believe. All right, there we go. We're also gonna go to our other bundle that we're featuring this week, and we're going to stamp the little holly piece here in memento and cut it out. Now I went ahead with my dies, because there's coordinating dies, and I cut that out ahead of time. So hopefully I can just line it up and stamp it. I have 2 tries to attempt this. And we're gonna color that in with our blends. So see, I cut it out. I'm going to attempt to line this up. And there we go, I did it, hooray. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna punch and do a little tiny bit of coloring. So let's close up this. Let's get out our punch and punch out the lid. Let's punch out this jar. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna use cherry cobbler and old olive blends. So this is my dark one. I'm just gonna use the dark. Color in our, oh, I colored in the whole thing. Well, that, and then I gotta find my cherry cobbler to do the berries in the lid of that jar. Okay, and here's, this is light cherry cobbler. I'm just gonna use that to do these berries, and then this lid. You could also just stamp this on cherry cobbler and like stamp the black, and then you don't have to color it too if you wanted. There you go. All right, now let's attach these together. We're gonna put some adhesive here. Put this right over here. Get our dimensionals out. Remember all those dimensionals I had? And we're going to put them on the back of here. And then put this, well, actually, I want to make sure they're not hanging off the side. So yeah, this one is a little bit over too far. So just, if you do get it over, I should have probably just put them on there. We're gonna put this kind of right here, like so. And then to bring in your box to attach it, we are attaching it to, what does it say? It says, Okay. Adhere the rectangle to the top flap only. So we're only gonna put it here so then you can open the box. So I'm just gonna take some dimensionals and I'm going to put them along the top. So I'm gonna put 4, just like this. And we only want on the top flap, we're gonna put that right there in the middle so the bottom is not attached. We're gonna take this cute little holly piece and we're gonna put a little bit of glue or a mini glue dot and put this right over there like so. Okay, now you could add some little dots if you wanted. I think that's a big one. I want a skinny one. I'm gonna add a couple little dots here. There we go. There's your box. Isn't that so cute? So there it is. And then you can untie it and it opens like that. And you could fit, you could give somebody some Tombow liquid glue. You could give somebody, not quite a bone folder, but you could fit little jewelry, probably some candy, maybe some little treat, some money in there. Cute little box. They have these little flaps just go in. This goes down. Your ribbon just ties it all together. So what do you think of our day 2, our second project? This cute little box, a little gift giving box. Susan said, I love it. Nadine said, so cute. Michelle said, oh, how cute. So there is that. Super cute box. And then our card. Here is our card right here. And it opens like that. So with the little snowman. I hope you are loving day 2. So we have quite a few projects. Tomorrow we'll follow along with the tutorial. So we will be on our next set of projects tomorrow. And tomorrow I will be live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Times because I have another unexpected doctor's appointment at right like 1:45. So I had to shift. I planned to be live twice tomorrow, but life happened. So I'll be live at 8 p.m. to craft with you. Don't forget tomorrow there is free shipping on $75 or more. Now, if you have rewards or anything, you still have to hit the $75 mark to get the free shipping. And then if you go over $50, so if you do get free shipping, you're going to get this tutorial for free from me as a thank you gift. I'll email it to you just to thank you, or you can purchase it for $25 too. I hope you're enjoying the Christmas craft along. It's been so much fun to do these 2 days, and I can't wait to be with you guys again tomorrow. So I'm glad you're loving the projects. You can always catch the replay if you miss day 1. Over on my YouTube channel, Owl Star Stampers, you can catch day 1, or if you miss any of the days, they will be posted there. Have a wonderful Tuesday. I almost said Wednesday. Have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will see you tomorrow evening. Thank you, everybody. And don't forget to get your retreat before they're gone. Every time, it never fails. As soon as they sell out, I get like 8 emails like, I can't get it. And I'm like, it's gone. So get it now. Get it now. Okay. Bye, everyone.